Good morning, my fellow fairy grasshoppers. It is a joyful morning. Got some good coffee here. Let's do a card reading for all of us. I'm just thinking, I need another sip of coffee. Gotta get another one. All right. So these are the two decks. I have a big basket filled with card decks that sits right on the floor in my living room, right in the corner there, tucked neatly in there. I'll take a picture of that. I'll take a picture of my basket of cards and I'll put it on Instagram at Bridgette Inspired. So let's start with, I'm seeing this one first. Let's do this one first. Sacred Destiny, Denise, Linn. Then we will do this Kyle Gray deck, Angels and Ancestors, and I will put links to these and other decks that I often use that I really love, which there's a ton of them, obviously, in the description below for you. Okay, so let's open these up and get them started here. Okay, all right, so what should our intention be? Let's talk about change. Changes, yes. Lots of change in the world, lots of stuff going on, some chaotic stuff, some scary stuff too. And so let's find out from your sweet spirit, your healing team aligned with your highest good, what kinds of insight we can get or guidance about change. Change for your life. Whoa, did you see that? Oh my goodness, two cards just flew right off the top of the deck. So I guess those cards are going to be yours. Actually, you guys, there's three cards. There's three of them here. All right, this is the first one, I think. No, this is the last one, I think. This is the first one. Oops, let's do it the right way here. New beginnings. Okay, so the purpose of change is, ta-da, new beginnings. We know that, right? This card has come up in another one of my readings too. When you look at this card, this is like lava, right? This is like the heat, the molten lava, the darker side or the underbelly of things. And it really, at first it seems like half of this card is light and has some cool colors and optimistic kind of pretty colors, and then half of it's dark. The dark isn't intended as shadow, although you may have experienced some of your darker sides or your darker emotions or feelings coming up, like depression or anxiety and things. That's totally natural and normal. But what this is it's really a stillness energy, or a blanket of stillness, or the lava that comes in or through. I keep saying lava, you guys. This isn't actually images of lava, not from what I can see. But it feels like lava, like the volcano has erupted for us, you guys. It's like a metaphor, natural metaphor. The volcano has erupted, and now the lava is coming down into the village, and it is taking out some of the forestry, maybe some of our fields. Some of the things that you planted and planned for are not going to come to harvest. Maybe those vacations you planned, maybe that promotion at work you were hoping for, maybe that move or selling that house or retirement, whatever it may be. Maybe that wedding that was planned is all on hold or pushed off to another time because there has been a natural occurrence that has caused for pause everything. And there are things that are being destroyed now. Do you know what's being destroyed right now? What is being destroyed is old patterns, old false belief systems that are a load of crap that you don't need anymore in your life. But unfortunately, along with that sometimes comes innocent bystanders or casualties that are unexpected or unplanned. Just like in any war, there are casualties to no fault of their own, people living in those villages that lose their lives or are traumatized by the experience of war. And so too now, this energy you may have experienced or been experiencing the last few months. You are not crazy for feeling these feelings. You are not alone. Yes, it is a big, big effing deal right now. But this card, right here, right now, talks to you deeply about the change process that you are in, and that this is a new beginning. Sometimes you got to wipe the slate clean, quite literally. The energy that I feel, because I feel so much lava energy, I'm feeling this like lava. I feel Kali also, the goddess, the Hindu goddess aspect, Kali. And I think the lava is because I feel this red energy, this orange energy here, and this yellow. It's like a sacral chakra energy with the orange. The red is root chakra. That lava energy is the fire element, which is Kali, creator, preserver, destroyer. That's really where you're at, isn't it? What am I going to keep? What am I going to let go of? And what am I going to create? What am I going to keep? What am I going to let go of? And what's next? Might be a little better way to put this. This is a really powerful card, you guys. This alone in a reading would be more than enough. Now, this seems kind of like, this is deep, isn't it? But there's a reason for this. There's a reason for this. This is descriptive of the last few months that we've been living. And now it's time to begin the new beginnings, right? To step into the new. Let's see what card number 2 offers to us. Yes, hello. Hello, solar plexus sunflower. Hello, sunflower. Hello. This is your solar plexus. This is your spirit chakra right here. Here we go. You can't get more solar plexus than this. Solar plexus is the term for the chakra at the center of your belly, which is your spirit. That is your little speck of God, of universe, cosmic consciousness that lives within you. That's your intuition, your inner guidance, your inner voice of wisdom. That's you. That's your spirit right there, front and center. And all these other souls that are with you, all of these others that are also having these experiences similar to your own. The fields will come back, even if the lava of what we've been experiencing has destroyed the fields for this harvest. They will thrive again. They will come again, come back. They might come back in a very different way because you will be different. Look at that gorgeous orange in the center. It's kind of an orangish red here. Again, same colors as this right here. Same colors, right? Same colors. It is that yellow of the solar plexus and that orange of the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is the center of your drive, your passion, your creativity, your creating. What are you making? What are you manifesting? What do you want? Your desires. What do you desire your life to look like? The fact that there's a lot of green here, lush green, says abundance and growth. This is an abundant time of growth. You have a lot of growth happening now. And sometimes, remember when you're a kid, sometimes those knees hurt, those joints ached. Oh, who am I kidding? Sometimes that happens when we're older too. And we walk too much. I'm experiencing that. My knee's a little sore today from walking too much yesterday. But that growing pains. Sometimes when, you stretch your body a little bit and your body's learning to do a new movement or a new motion or a new thing, it can get a little sore, can't it? Yeah, and maybe right now that's where we're at. We're growing. And sometimes there's a little soreness that comes with that. This card says purification. It's just an affirmation that in the new beginnings, you are totally anew. You really are anew during this transitioning time that we're in, this time of change that we're in. You are anew. You have permission to be anew and to begin again. That's what the purification is, a fresh start. Ready for this one, ladies and gentlemen? Actually, no, I think we're going to do this one at the end. Let's get one out of this deck. I'm feeling called to do this deck. This is a Kyle Gray deck. We're going to get a spirit guide or some kind of an inner guidance or wisdom, universal consciousness wisdom to come through to speak with us about this topic of change. Guys, it's not rocket science here. You either feel it, you get a number and you count the deck, or you separate it into parts and you pull from different parts of the deck, or you fan it out and you pull where the energy is or what lights up for you. It's not that complicated. I'm just going to breathe in a little bit and slow it down a little bit, ground and center the energy. This is the one. This top one is kind of I'm feeling this one too, so I'm going to pull this one out also. All right, here we go. Ready? Ooh, I have not gotten this one before, this card. Take charge with authority. Okay, whoa, geez Louise. All right. Okay, so I'm noticing this feels a little Celtic vibe here. Same with like the antlery wreath things here. This is the first time I've ever gotten this card, you guys. Okay, so who does this feel like? All right, you guys, here's the vibe I'm getting off of this one. This feels like a shaman. A shaman is the energy vibration of a spirit guide that walks with the earth and the earth elements, helps to serve as a guide for us to navigate our human life experience, works with animals, works with elements, earth, air, fire, water, light. This says, take charge with authority. Ooh, I kind of like this. This feels like a reminder of our power, our inner power. I'm kind of getting tired of using the word power. It almost seems overused, doesn't it? Because it almost seems negative these days. Doesn't the word power kind of seem negative, scary, daunting, dominant? The power inside, in power, empowerment, just simply means you have the authority. I love that. You have the authority over your life. You are the authority over the choices that you make, and the results that you achieve or receive are based upon the choices that you make, the decisions that you're making. And when you don't make a decision, that's making a decision. You are the authority. This feels like you get your power back. It's time to get your power back. It's time to stop feeling sorry for all of the waves of monsoon-like emotions and feelings of everyone else in our society coming over you and practically drowning you every time there's a new thing that comes out in the media, every time there's another tragedy that you hear about, every time there's another violent energy experience, whether it's natural or man-made, human-made. Whatever suffering, you get monsoon-like waves, energy over you that just pushes you down, down, down. No, no more. No more. Yes, you are an empath. Yes, you feel. It's natural for you to feel. But it is a time for you to feel inside and recognize where your energy, your emotions, all of the thoughts that you have are coming from inside of you. You cannot blame outside. You cannot blame the circumstances. I mean, I guess you can, but it's going to waste your power, waste your energy. It's going to waste your time. It's going to waste your life away. You don't want regrets, do you? Do you really? It's time to be living your life. And even though you can't do that in the completely free way that you maybe used to do that, it's a new time. You got to take your authority. That means recognize where you have power over your life. You can choose to take a walk in the morning. You can choose to eat some green veggies. You can choose to take some vitamins. You can choose to have a nice conversation with your significant other. You can choose to stop holding on to old grudges and let it be bygones. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. And if you can't just let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, so you can feel better and be in the present moment instead of living in the past every damn morning, maybe, just maybe, you might be a bit happier and more free because you're a prisoner of your own power that's focused on the past and old patterns, and that's a load of crap, and that's what's happening in the world right now, and you're buying into it. So stop it, empath. Stop it. Take your power back. The shaman energy says return to nature, return to what is natural for you. Go back to the core, to the basics. Get inspired by nature, get inspired by the green grass, by the blue sky, by the gorgeous sunlight, even if it's hotter than Hades on Earth right now, where you're at. Enjoy the animals that cross your path. Everything is a sign or a symbol. Opportunity for connection, for enhancement of your life experience, not to bring you down. That's you that's bringing you down. What are you going to choose to focus on? You are the authority. Bam, there you go. Okay, and for some of you, this might be a very specific spirit guide. You might recognize this as a spirit guide like an Odin for you, or another spirit guide that perhaps you work with. Maybe you're one that works in the mystical and you have like a Merlin-like spirit guide. Maybe this kind of reminds you of a bit of an archangel that you may perhaps work with. It doesn't matter what I say. It matters what you feel and what you know. There we go. Boom. It just means you have a powerful presence and purpose now. All right, so we got this other one. Ready for this one? Ready, 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 ready? Ooh, I haven't gotten this one either before. Star Ancestor. Follow the voice of your soul. Ooh, this starry vibration, you guys. So I have another channel besides Fairy Grasshopper. So Fairy Grasshopper, I do, readings, intuitive readings and channeling stuff with angels and things like that. I also share a lot of my life coaching work here, empowerment, pep talks, positive vibes, all that. And on my Above Life channel, my other channel, Above Life channel, I channel celebrities in the afterlife. And just for fun, and to give insight to people to inspire their spirit. And this, every time I get star energy stuff, it reminds me of David Bowie. Now, this looks nothing like David Bowie, but it feels, the star energy feels like that. Do you notice the pyramids here? Interesting. So just when we talked about the past here with this other card, the shaman energy and the earth and the back to basics, this is the future. This is like your future self energy. This is the cosmos. This is a universal energy. And to be honest, this vibe of this actual face is a little creepy to me. I'm not really feeling the face of this person in particular. I'm more focusing on the cosmic energy. In fact, it's strange to me to have a star energy actually depicted with like a really human face. It does not really fit to me. And so that's a little distracting to me. However, it symbolizes our mind and our ego minds and the challenge that we have to break through our barriers of our past. That came up here. You're focusing on your past. That's why you're in so much pain right now. That's why you're suffering, because you're focusing on the past, and the whole world is focusing on the past, and that's why everybody's pissed off, just so you know. So this says, hey, the fact that this is Egyptian energy, you might say, well, Bridgette, that's the past. Yes, but it's considered ancient future wisdom. The pyramids are a symbol. They're keys. They're portals. They're a passage to the future energetically. They have a very powerful energy. So it doesn't necessarily mean the past. It means, okay, we learned from the past. Been there, done that. We have ancient wisdom. Yes, indeed. But we're not living there, are we? No, thanks. No, thank you. Been there, done that. And we're not living in the future either. But we are looking to the future for guidance. There's higher versions of ourselves. There's a higher future version of yourself that could act and serve as a spirit guide for you right here, right now, if you choose to do that. If you choose to get out of the past stuff and step into the present, you could be inspired and guided by the present, and inspired and guided in partnership with your future high self as well. Nice. All right. It's nice to have that star energy. I was actually thinking about using my star deck. I have a star deck. So I guess I'll have to do that next, huh? I guess so. All right, here we go. Now here's the last card for us. This is the finale card. Ready? Dun, 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 dun. Here's a bird. Oh my gosh, there's been so many birds, you guys. You can probably hear them in the background as I'm sitting outside here. Look at this. This energy to me feels like stay the course. Stay the course. Stay the course. All the information that you're being given, if you don't take it personally and you take it as information, it's going to help you quite a bit. It's a bird's eye view, quite literally. I love seeing the clouds in this imagery. That's one of the places I'm focusing on. On my Bridgette Inspired Instagram, I post a lot about the clouds, and I love the clouds. I love the images in the clouds. For some reason, I get a lot of faces in my clouds. You can't imagine why that might be. Hello, spirit guides. You guys should really check out my Instagram so you can see them, because you won't believe it, really. It's kind of crazy. But the cloud formations aren't meant to make it so you can't see. It's not meant to block your view. It's meant to, how should I say, keep you entertained a little bit so you can get curious about what's below the clouds, or maybe what's above the clouds, depending upon your perspective. Isn't that true? So here also we see as though we are flying in a plane, like a bird's eye view would be, over the top of many fields that look very lush and green. Could this be a metaphor for you, for your future, for what is coming for you and what is available to you? And even though we may feel like our lives are a bit chaotic and dramatic, life is also continuing as usual, as normal for many, many people. And what I mean by that is, like, when I'm driving from home into town, I drive by the cornfields, and they're growing like they always have every year. They're at the same place they would have been this time of July last year. They're growing like they always have been. And the trees are lush and green, like I would expect them to be in the summertime. And I hear birds and I see rabbits, and it's just nature continues as normal, as regular. So if you want to identify or connect in with a routine or a rhythm, follow the rhythm of nature. Follow what is natural. See the things that haven't changed, that are always constant, that come back. The cycles that are serving you, like natural, nature cycles. Like this. Reminders of what you plant does come to fruition. It does. And maybe right now we're used to receiving, and maybe right now we're actually having the opportunity for planting within ourselves. Maybe we're taking a time out. Maybe it's one of those years where the farmer doesn't plant the field. It takes a rest, and then it plants the next season. Maybe that's where you are. And that's okay. It's okay to be exactly where you are. This feels like it's about perspective. Now, the word is diligence, which it just does not fit to me for my interpretation of the message of this card visually, because I'm clairvoyant, so I focus on the visual. But for you, diligence might be what is exactly the message that you need about this change time. Maybe you need to be diligent about your feeling and emotion, the way you're feeling and how you're treating yourself. Maybe you need to be diligent about the way you're working toward getting healthier. Maybe you need to be diligent about some pattern that you've made the conscious choice to change or shift in your life. And maybe you just need to get good at not knowing, not having all the answers and not knowing for sure. Maybe you just need to get good at that. All right, my friends, this is Bridgette. It's been my pleasure to be able to record for you this interesting card reading today about change. It's kind of a long one. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know in the comments below which particular cards stood out to you the most, which were most meaningful to you, and what your interpretations were. Remember, when I do card readings, it's just a starting point. It's the interpretation that I'm feeling from the collective of you as a whole, and might not necessarily apply directly to you. So take what works for you and leave the rest beside. All right? It's totally fine. That's how this works. It's your job to interpret for you. Get out your journal and do some writing about some of the information that came through for you today. And if you have additional questions in regards to these cards, make sure that you ask them in your journal space as well, because you never know when you just might get a response to your answer intuitively. All right. Thanks so much for watching here on Fairy Grasshopper channel. Be sure to like this video and subscribe, especially if you like the card readings. If I know that you like the card readings, then I will make sure that I continue to do them on a regular basis to help to inspire your spirit, to fill you with hope, because this, after all, it's your life, you guys. I can't live it for you. And you can't live mine for me either. Okay, so we're each responsible for our own lives. It's your life, so live it. Live it. Thanks for watching.